Hello everyone. Today I want to show you a really quick tutorial on how to use the Google text-to-speech technology without actually paying for any Google Cloud services. So you may know, okay, let's minimize the recording thing here. So you may know the Google text-to-speech. So this is actually a pretty nice API that you can use to transform your text to a voice. But there's one downside, it is paying. So you have to pay $4 or $16 depending on what, if you want to use WaveNet or not. So per 1 million characters. So it's not that expensive actually. But I have an option for you guys who don't really want to pay for that. So I'm going to start with a new folder. So it is a JavaScript, a small little JavaScript project, and let's call it text-to-speech, like this. And we're going to have two simple files. So let's say we have an index.js and index.html. I don't know if I have any templates things installed right now. Otherwise I'm going to write it like manually, but no, it don't seem like I have anything. Okay, let's just write a simple head with the title text to speech, with a body with an h1 text to speech, and a script that will src will link to our index like this. Okay, so I think I have a live server installed somewhere. I hope I did. Maybe I don't have it installed. So let's install live server. So this will allow you to see your changes live. Don't know if I have to reload. I don't think so. Okay, so let's launch this, go live. And here we have our little application. I'm going to open the comment, the dev tools here. Just want it on that side. Okay, so let's start with our little thing here. I'm going to make a function for this, so I'm not going to write like plain JavaScript, that's not reusable. So let's make a function called text to speech. I'm going to give it two arguments. So the first one is a text and the second one is a language. So the language is written in formats like I think it's like this one for English, like Great Britain English, and this for American English. I'm going to check that in a little to be sure, and text will be the text to translate. So first of all, what we're going to do is run get all the voices. So there is a speech synthesizers object on the window, so we can get it like this. So available languages, so equals window dot speech synthesis dot get voices. So if right now we do text to speech without any arguments, we should be able to don't know if it's going to reload or if I did something wrong. Text is not defined. Did I do something wrong here? Or do I just need to reload? Oh, yeah, pretty stupid. Oh, right, this, and we will re-add this stuff here. Okay, so the error is gone. Let's console log the available languages we have here. I should be able to see them. Okay, so this is probably because there's a little waiting time in the beginning, so before this is actually going to do anything. So you will see that it will just be an empty array why there's actually languages being loaded. So I think with the set timeout we can prevent that error. So like this. I think if you wait 3 seconds, it should be enough. It will have the time to load in the stuff you need. I'm pretty bad today, I don't know, my keyboard is doing weird. I'm using like the MacBook series that had problems with it. Okay, so let's bump this up a little bit. This should normally get us all the voices. Did I do something wrong? Okay, so here it's actually working. Don't know if I wrote something, did something wrong. Let's see. Okay. What am I doing wrong? This works just perfectly. Let me check if Windows has everything we need. So there should be a speech synthesis in here somewhere. Where is it? It's not alphabetic, it seems. Speech. Here, speech synthesis is here. Okay, so there should be get voices here. So that seems correct. Okay, let's maybe do it with a button. Okay, let's add a button here. And it has been a long time since I did actual HTML stuff. Text to speech. How did it work again? It's just like text to speech, like this. Like text to speech. This is going to work. I'm maybe stupid right now. Okay, so this works. So we don't need this anymore. I'm just curious why. Okay, so it's like the first time it's not working, you see. The second time it is. Okay, so no problem. We will just do it like that. After you've done this, we can filter out the language we want. So let's say we can see a list here of all the languages. And here's Daniel, that is, yeah, Daniel Alex. Let's take Alex. So it is. Okay, now we're not going to take Alex, we're going to do this. So const selected language equals available language. I'm going to use the find function included in ES6, I think. And we're going to get the language in that list that equals the language we selected from here. So once that's done, we're going to check if we couldn't find any language. We're not going to go any further, and give us a little alert could not find this language. Okay, so that's okay. And then what we're going to do is const utter equals new, I think it's speech synthesis utterance. So you can hear legal so it's like a speech request actually. It's just written right there. And on this we can add multiple values. So let's add a rate, so it's the speed at which it's going to read. So that's just one. We can change the pitch of the voice. We're going to keep that one too. We can select the voice to use. So we're going to use that. So we're going to select the voice that's coming from here. So this one. And then we can select the text that we are going to write. We're going to speak, sorry. So this is this one, which is text. And finally, we can use window.speech synthesis. And there is a function speak that requires a speech synthesis which runs like this. So right now we have something that should be able to speak for us. So I'm going to try that out. I just want to have two inputs here. Input with a placeholder in it, I think. We change language. Oh. And an input with a placeholder which contains text. And let's save this one too. Okay, so I have the language here, the text. And this should contain the value. So we are going to get the name. So we give a name here, language. And we give a name here, text. I'm not pretty sure now how to get the value from here, so let's have a look on Stack Overflow. Get input value. No, I mean I want to like yeah, I want like the value of that, but I'm not sure if I just can use something like yeah, not pretty sure how to use it. No, that's not the correct thing I'm searching for. I'm searching for this one, I think. How are they doing it? Oh, come on. Yeah, now how to do that one, but I don't want to. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to do it like this. So we're just going to give an ID and to this, and text to speech will not have these two. You will have const text equals document.query selector hashtag the one we give here. So text dot value. No value, and then const lang equals document.query selector. For those who don't know, query selectors like a document that gets selected by ID and get selected by tag name and get selected by class name in one. So it's you just use one for all of them. So we can use value here. I think that's correct. And let's try. So this should give us an error, could not find language. And let's enter our language here. It's hello, this is a test.
Hello, this is a test.
So I hope you could hear that. So it works perfectly. We can use another voice like this one.
Hello, this is a test.
Okay, we can use, let's say, French.
Hello, is a test.
Okay.
Hello, is a test.
Let's add a French text instead of an English text.
Bonjour, ceci est un test.
Okay, sounds better. So this is how you use like the text-to-speech integrated in your browser. I don't know if it's for every browser, so I know it works on Chrome. Let's check if it can be used anywhere else. So yeah, not on Internet Explorer and not on Opera Mobile, but I don't know if that is really an issue at this point. I hope you, this helped you out. I just figured out how to do this, so I really wanted to share it with you. And yeah, happy Easter.